it was very, very difficult. We are still climbing out of the hole.
March 20th is the day Manitoba declared a state of emergency as COVID-19 swept across the world. These became commonplace. Roads grew silent as we all prepared to stay home for, well, we didn't know how long. Exactly 5 years later, Manitobans are reflecting on the changes and the ongoing loss.
She was so weak she couldn't get into the back seat. And I knew in my heart, I said, my dog is dying.
Months into lockdown, Susie Pinnock's dog Zibby, her companion in isolation, got sick.
We had gone for our walk in the morning, but then I noticed that something was weird. She was laying in the garage floor, which she didn't do before. And so when we got to the emergency vet place, they came out and they took her. Last look I got was her looking back at me.
Right before COVID hit, I got laid off.
Although Katrina Greer is celebrating moving into a new house, her family is grieving the loss of the life they had before.
I had to sell my house, could not find work, so I could not buy a new house. I still grieve not just the physical home itself, not just the stability or the employment itself, but like the stability of having that place, having that job.
I came back and the pandemic happened. And it just shook everything up.
After 2 years away, artist Eric Ray found the local theater landscape had changed. He says it was much harder to break into.
I've been kind of disillusioned with the theater industry too, because they're not trying to, there are people in the community trying to do things, trying to change things.
The reality is anytime there's a significant change or a loss of, for example, a lifestyle, or a life pattern or a trend, there's grief with that for sure.
Clinical psychologist Jay Greenfeld says it's easy to hyper-focus on things out of our control.
This is the phase of life, and we're going to have to find a different way to grieve that loss.
Although the road has been long and hard, Pinnock says she can focus on good memories with Zibby, like
her attitude, which was sometimes not good, but I loved it.
In Winnipeg, Joanne Roberts, City News.